Welcome, welcome. Happy Money Monday. Hey, all of my business besties. Hey, besties, besties. It is the weekly Money Monday. I'm your girl, Finance Muslima, tapping in with you all to see what's up. Drop some comment statements. Drop some, how y'all doing. Let me know how y'all feeling. First and foremost, I want to know how y'all feeling. I want to know what city y'all in. If you're a business owner, I want you to tell me what kind of business do you have. Drop it in the comments. You never know who's in this room, who can benefit from you, who you can benefit from. You just never know. Drop in the comments what city you from. Drop your name. Get connected with your people. That's the importance, a very important piece of the reason I created this community. So I'm super excited tonight. I got some things I want to talk to you all about. I hope everyone is doing well. While I'm going over this money management thing we want to go over tonight, when you popping around, just make sure you drop in a comment, speak, say hello. Ask your fellow business besties how they doing. Tap into other people. A lot of you are here for money management and for connecting with other women in business. So get connected. Doing the lives is the most important time when everyone should be online, communicating, connecting, and most and foremost, getting all this game and these jewels and this free information that I give because a lot of my clients became my paid clients, paying me $1,000 to come into my program because of the value that I give for free. And they were like, wow, this is free. This is a lot. So I know what I want to get in your program. They were beyond their wildest imagination of what they learned, what I was able to, what point I was able to get them from in their money and their business, and just self development as well because it's super important too. So that's a lot of the reason why my clients hire me because they feel so much value in what I give for free. If you don't, then you're just not showing up and you're not connected. So, because you can literally utilize these things that I give y'all for free and on these lives to change your personal situation when you're serious. I will say that when you're serious. So, drop in the comments and let me know what city you're in. Let me know if you want Mindset and Money Club to pull up in your city. Where are you located? Mindset and Money, like we are outside 2023. If you need Mindset and Money to pull up in your city, drop your city in the comments and let me know. And we're flying out. We're gonna make it do what it do because my goal as being a money mindset coach is to impact as many minority women as I can, and I can do that at a higher scale with the help and leverage of my business besties and you guys who know what it is that women need in your environment. So if you like, I want Mindset and Money Club to pull up. I'm in Tennessee, girl. I'm in Alaska. I don't know. I'm in Chicago. I'm in Ohio. Send me a message and let me know if you've never experienced Mindset and Money Meetup or any of my events for the years that I've been in business. You're definitely missing out. You're missing out. You're missing out. You better go check out the website or something with the recaps because it's always an amazing time. Um, and we do really well at what we do. Changing lives, that's the goal. Impacting as many women in business as we can with this financial education and also helping them transform into a healthier mental health situation with the self development tools because mindset is super important. Mindset, guys, mindset first. If you about that mindset and money life, drop some money bags in the comments. Drop some money bags in the comments. I want to see how lit, turned up y'all can get. I'm always high energy. If you've never met me in person, then you just don't even know. This online is not even a piece of the experience. I'm just always excited for life. I'm just always lit, as people say. So I'm just always like that. That's just me. If you need some energy or if you feeling down and you're around me or we're in the same room, it's going to change because I am a very good person of redirecting energies, right? Like, girl, we ain't stressing and worrying about that. We want to focus on what we need to get done so that this situation doesn't happen again. And let's just get to the money. All right. So First and foremost, I wanted to speak on the webinar. A lot of you guys missed the webinar. Um, I know we all have busy lives, but if you're here to get some free game, I don't know how many reminders you want, but we send out, my virtual assistant sends out the emails in a timely manner. You just got to stay connected. If this platform is a priority of yours and you're wanting to leverage it to better your own personal situation, then you got to stay connected. I don't know what else to tell you. We're not in the business of pulling teeth and pulling people to the table to make them do anything. We're simply here for women that are ready to learn and ready to grow and ready to make money, right? So if you missed the webinar, I commented and said that I may put the replay on sale for a very affordable, low price if you're interested in purchasing the replay. If y'all want to purchase the replay, I don't know. Let me know. Depending on how many people reply and comment and say that they want to purchase it at an inexpensive price so they can watch it at their own leisure and take some notes and learn from it. If you want to buy the replay, let me know in the comments. If I get enough people to say they want to get the replay, then we'll put it up for sale. But if you missed it, you missed a really great time. So I do remember, dang, I forgot the name, but I apologize. It was a young lady that was on the webinar. She's not in this community, but she was on the webinar and said that her mentor had posted the flyer for the webinar and was like encouraging them to get on and get this information. And I was really humbled by that. That was definitely a highlight for me because I don't even know who the young lady was. I don't know who her mentor was, but I'm telling you, when you put your things out on social media and people see that you're adding value and you are a good fit, like her mentor told her to get on this webinar. Like, you need to be on this webinar. I don't even know her mentor, right? Just seeing it throughout social media, her mentor seeing value in it. And that, I don't know, a man or woman told their mentees, like, hey, you need to be on this webinar. I forgot her name, but I shouted her out on the webinar, and she commented in the chat and said that, and I'm very humbled for that. And guys, I really share this also as well to let you know your work doesn't go unnoticed. Your work doesn't go unnoticed. Repeat after me. Y'all know I love the affirmations, right? Your work doesn't go unnoticed. Never stop. Keep your feet on the gas, right? Good, bad, or indifferent. If it's not going so well, I don't care. Fix it along the way, but do not stop. People ask me all the time, like, girl, you've been going 10, 11, 9 years. Like, how do you do it? Because I have fun doing what I do. Like, this is not a job for me. I really enjoy impacting women in business. And I really love what I do. It is not strenuous for me to do this, right? So shout out to whoever the young lady's mentor was. I was definitely humbled by that. That was a highlight for me. Um, and we had a couple of young ladies on there wanting to get into the mini membership. I want to tell you guys about the mini membership at a later time. But right now, I want to really talk about some money management things. So I'm going to share my screen with you all, and I want y'all to follow me through this step by step. All right, so here you have it. This is my screen, and I'm going to go through some things and express with you all the importance of money management. This is yesterday, self-care Sunday. We do our budgeting and writing out our goals. Today is Monday, a fresh start of the week. If you do not do your budgeting and your goals yesterday, get it done today. Right? If you need help on what your budget should look like, what should I be doing? I dropped the link and told you all you need to purchase the Mindset and Money Planner. This is a 12-week planner, top to bottom, customized very detail oriented yet simple to help you get through your budgeting, your self development goals, right? If you've never seen that, like, oh, I never seen the inside of the planner. What does it look like? Oh, I don't know if I want to purchase. Go to scroll down the page and go to the last 3, 4 lives that I've done. I've shared pages from out the planner, and we really did training on them on money management and your monthly budgeting. So if you need to see that in real time and it's a page out of my financial planner, scroll down 3, 4 videos, get yourself a pen and paper out, write it down, and go on the website and go purchase yourself a planner. I cannot stress it to you enough. And you'll see what's in the inside and how it's laid out. Really, really awesome. Scroll down to about the third video. We have a couple pages from out inside of the financial planner. Everything is green and white. You'll know it's from my planner. So, with that being said, we had a conversation today. I did with one of my partners. We were talking about survival mindset versus being able to be a critical thinker. I'm going to run that back. Survival mindset versus being able to be a critical thinker, right? You cannot be a critical thinker when you're in survival mindset. When you have a lot going on, you're financially depressed, you're facing anxiety, your bills are not paid, you're going through a divorce, your living situation is constantly shifting, you're in between jobs all the time, you're trying to help your parents out, and you don't really know how you want to do it. Everybody has so many things going on. When you're not mentally strong enough to be able to handle those things, and then you start to thinking of shortcuts and, oh, well, that's too much, I'll just make do with what I have, and all of these things, right? That is survival mindset. When you're locked into survival mindset, you cannot think big, you cannot dream big, right? You cannot be a critical thinker and strategize your life, your money, your career, your relationships, your children's situations. You can't sit and come up with a clear strategy on anything. And you can't even think far enough. You can't even think or dream big enough when you're constantly in survival mindset, when you're stuck and locked in this poverty mindset that you can't seem to shake for whatever reason. If that is you, I highly, highly suggest that you jump on my website, schedule a consultation call with me, because you got to figure out what are your habits and the things that you're doing that's keeping you stuck into depression with a struggling survival poverty mindset. And if you haven't figured it out yet, and you may not even know that you're doing it, because we talked about this too, years and years after doing something and it becoming repetitive, you don't even know that you normalize your mind to make you think that it's okay to live check to check. You've normalized your mind to make you think and feel, I don't know, I'll figure it out the day of. You've normalized that. That is so stressful. I've been there before, and I do not wish that on anyone. That's the reason I'm here tonight and doing what I love to do, teaching you how to master all of the mistakes that I made over 10 years in this money game and in self development. I'm specifically teaching you the solutions to the problems that you have, and they're the same problems that I used to have. So I already know. So it's not about if you can do this, or it's not about how much it's going to cost. The bottom line, it goes back to self. Are you willing, able, and ready? Because when you're willing, able, and you're willing, able, and ready when you online shopping. Whether or not it's going to take you into an overdraft, whether you order something for $80 and you only got $70 on your card. Oh, I'll go put some money on there, or or you order something from online for $50 and you only got $80 left on your account, and you're okay with that. You're okay with just having that $30 to get by left in your account. So are you willing, are you ready, willing, and able to make a shift in lifestyle for yourself and your children and your family? The same way you make the decisions on the things that is not important, they don't bring you no money in return. They may make you happy for a little bit. When the shoes come in the mail, you'll wear them. You're going to take pictures. You're going to show everybody. They're going to make you feel good because you're going to feel like you've done something for yourself. And that is the problem that we have in shifting the mindset, right? So instead of the new pair of shoes making you feel really good that you've done something, like, I want to that you've done something for yourself, why can't, putting that $50 into your business, or making that $50 make you $300, make you feel as good? I want to know that. I want to know the answer to that question. If you purchase a new pair of shoes, they're going to make you feel so awesomely, phenomenally good. You want to take pictures, you want to brag on them, right? Why can't, instead of the pair of shoes, you use that same $50 and make you $300? If I was able to teach you how to multiply money, if I was able to teach you how to turn $50 into $300, would that really make you feel good about yourself? Ask yourself that question. Would that really make you feel good about yourself, taking your last $50 and learning how to make it, turn it into $300? Or will it really make you feel good to take your last $50 to purchase a pair of shoes offline that you've been wanting for so long, and you feel like you worked all week and you deserve something? Would the shoes make you feel better as a 5 or 10 minute fix? Or would having $300 in your account make you feel better, knowing that it can last you all way up until past your next payday, and you don't have an overdrawn account? You're not stressed out living check to check, having to borrow money. I want to know. Y'all let me know. And I have to talk about these things. I have to be upfront. I have to be honest, because the bottom line is, you guys, a lot of you think that I need the money. I need 10,000. I need 5,000. I need $1 million. But I have to be honest with you and tell you, if somebody gave you $50,000 right now, you wouldn't know how to make that $50,000 turn into $300,000. And my point that I'm making is, if you don't know how to manage and multiply money, then you're not responsible enough to even have those large lump sums of money, because you wouldn't know what to do with it. You'll be broke again. I have to be honest. All right. So that's why we say this thing goes back to self-development. Work on you, work on you, work on you. Everything that's supposed to come the money to you, it's the energy, and it's going to align. So that's why y'all know my motto: we don't chase money, we focus on impact. The reason that money management and budgeting is so important, look at the screen and look at this layout. These are various type of layouts that could be with insurance companies, when you sit with a CPA, when you have an accountant, when you go to do mortgage applications and things like that. They're going to pull your whole life. They know what you've been doing forever, and they're going to see if you're on point, if you're credible enough. Banks, if you really know what you're doing. Now let's check out this layout. Cash flow. Please rate on the following on a scale from 1 to 10 in respects to importance and a sense of urgency. I wanted to share this with y'all because I want y'all to get a feel for it and see where you are at personally in your mindset with your money. When I was shown this in 2015, in my rock bottom year, I was in tears. I didn't do really well with it. It like was like, I thought like, oh, like people was out to get me, or they're trying to embarrass me, or judging, or whatever the case may be. But it's not that deep. I felt that way in my mind because I didn't have it all together, and I just straight went into block mode. It had nothing to do with those people or the financial professional that I sat with. It had everything to do with me. So if you're feeling the type of way of me going through this, it has nothing to do with me. the fault goes back on you because you're not happy with where you currently are in your own personal situation. And again, if you aren't, I think it's a good thing because that's the reason that you're here in this community. But you have to utilize the resources and the leverage and the other women and the information I give in this community in order to shift your own personal situation if you're serious enough. I want you to take your pens and papers out. I want you to, on a scale of 1 to 10, write down the importance of cash flow. How important is cash flow to you? Cash flow is, money in the bank, something you can go grab in case you need it. How much money you making throughout the day, throughout the week? Is it important for you to make $200-300 a day? Is it important to you to make $1,000 a week? How important is cash flow to you on a scale from 1 to 10? On a scale from 1 to 10, how important is an emergency fund? Do you have an emergency fund? The typical median U.S. household does not have $500 in their savings account to go to for an emergency, which is why payday loans are making a killing, even with the interest, because people don't have enough money. On a scale from 1 to 10, how important is an emergency fund to you? On a scale from 1 to 10, how important is debt management to you? On a scale from 1 to 10, how important is building wealth to you? On a scale from 1 to 10, how important is having proper protection, meaning life insurance, retirement accounts for your family? On a scale from 1 to 10, how important is that? On a scale from 1 to 10, how important is estate preservation? Estate preservation, having a will, having a trust fund, leaving a legacy, building your legacy. How important is that to you on a scale from 1 to 10? I am going to post and share something elaborating on this because I want to see what's important to you guys. I want to kind of get a feel for what's more important to others, because I do have some other things that I want to teach that will help y'all, but I got to really know and understand what's more important to y'all that I can help y'all with. Monthly income. Let's talk about monthly income. Do you have so when you go sit with a professional, look at the way this is laid out. So the first person is the client, which would be you. That's who we're talking about. The second column would be your spouse, which is usually on a combined if you're married. This is very, very important. When you go sit with financial professionals, these are the type of forms that they utilize to dig into your finances to find out if whether or not they can help you or whether or not you're a good fit for them. So you need to know about you and your spouse. It's a combined thing, especially in a marriage. And especially if y'all sharing expenses and so forth. So as far as you, what is your monthly income? Do you just have a job? You get SSI, you get child support, combined. What does that look like for you? What is your monthly income? And then for your spouse, what is your spouse monthly income? Do y'all have rental properties? What do y'all do? Any type of investments? What do you guys do as a whole? How much money do you know is coming in your household? Let's talk about monthly expenses. Right? This is the one. I want you to really dive deep in on these monthly expenses. They're super, super, super important. We talked about this about 3 weeks ago, and it's very important. And I'm going to keep talking about it because I want y'all to understand the importance of knowing what you pay, knowing what you pay every month, how much you pay on that thing, and then knowing when the date is due for that bill. It's very important to know these three. So let's jump into it. The first thing would be your mortgage, your rent. How much does it cost? Car payment. How much do you pay? A lot of people pay about $500 for car payments. Some people pay $300. Some people say $400. How much do you pay on your car payment? If you ask somebody You know, just randomly ask somebody you know, like, hey, what's one bill that you that I could take away from you? If it was one bill you could get rid of every month, that will free you up and have way more money. Everybody, I guarantee you, is going to say their car payment. That's just how it goes. It was telling me that for years. I personally used to be like, yeah, my car payment, especially when I didn't have as much cash flow. But now my cash flow is pretty good, so it's not something that bothers me or worries me. But if I didn't have it, I definitely would utilize that money to invest in something else, another business. Your utilities, what does that look like? Your electric, your gas, and so forth. Your credit card bills. How many credit cards do you have? Do you have two credit cards? Do you have five credit cards? Do you have six, seven credit cards? How many credit cards do you have? How much is each of them, the balance of each of them? And then because the minimum payment is going to be a total different number. Yes, credit cards. Groceries. How much do you spend on groceries every month? I know it's heavy, y'all. I know. I live alone and I pay a lot on groceries. So those of you who are, have households and children's husbands and the babies, I know you're spending crazy amounts. And I'm like, whew, because I know I am and I'm one person. So groceries can go for me at least $400 a month. And that's on a tight end because it's certain stuff that I eat and it's certain ways that I shop. Um, like I said, for one person, $400. All right, so let's go to car insurance. How much are you paying in car insurance? A typical person for full coverage, $200 a month. How much is your life insurance? How much is your health insurance? If you don't work, if you're on the full-time business side of things, we pay a lot of money for insurance, right? If you have life insurance through your job, you should make sure you also have life insurance outside of your job. Because if you lose your job the day of tomorrow, it doesn't matter how long you've been there. That policy you've been paying into is not yours, it's owned by the company. So when you leave, the life insurance is cut. And you don't want to pay all of these years investing into, this 50 or 100,000 you think you're going to have, and then we know how fast jobs are shifting. Get you some life insurance outside of your job. It's called permanent life insurance. Permanent life insurance. Especially if you have children, $100,000 is not enough these days. But if you don't have something, 100,000 is good to start off with. Especially if you have multiple children, two, three children, all of that. You need to break it down. They ask you on a life insurance application, what percentage is each child going to get? It's time to have these conversations. It's time to stop running from the important conversations. Loans, and I believe this is on here for payday loans. Payday loans is a huge part of debt, especially a lot of mortgage lenders tell me people have families, husband and wives have so many payday loans that it's ridiculous, right? So in my mind, how can we alleviate, stop applying for payday loans? It's simple. We have to build an emergency fund. We have to have some savings or credit cards that's not maxed out so that we can leverage them when life happens versus going to get these payday loans with 30% interest, borrowing $1,000 and paying them back $3,000. It's insane. Finance must labor. How can I build an emergency fund and save money when I don't even have enough money in my check to pay my bills? It's time to get uncomfortable. You got to start a side hustle. You need to figure out what you know how to do and start charging people to do it. It's time to get uncomfortable and make some more money. That's it. There's nothing else I could tell you. The next one, car maintenance and gas. So every month you probably don't need something done for your car, but you can write down how much gas do you use a week. If you drive back and forth to work, I don't know, maybe $40 a week will do you right. Four times four is what? It's 100. Four times four is 16. So it's $160 a month on gas if you do $40 a week, bare minimum. Um, it depends who you drop, how many, if you have to drop your children off, if you go to the office, things like that. Now, it's 2023. We have a lot of people working remotely. So that may not be your situation. But if gas is not an expense for you, save that money. Pretend like it still is an expense for you and save the money. Personal expenses. I like to call these our household expenses: toiletries, soap, deodorant, lotion, paper towels, all kinds of things. Whatever you need to keep the household running. How much do you spend on that stuff to last you a month? A lot of my clients say they do BJ's or something like that. They may spend about 200 or 150, maybe even $100, and it can last them through 30 days. So, or are you a Family Dollar type of person, or you a Walmart shopper where you get your stuff from there? I know that people like to go to Walmart and Family Dollar every weekend, every day if they could, probably. So I think that buying bigger, so versus getting a little gain, get you a big gain so that you don't have to go back into that store. Because when you go back into the store, you're going to start picking up other things that you don't need, and you don't need to be in the store. You should be home practicing a skill or your craft that's teaching you and showing you how to leverage and make more money versus spending time wandering out in these stores just looking for anything to purchase. Utilize the time doing something productive. So if you're used to buying a 6 pack of paper towels, when you go get the 10 pack, go to BJ's, get the 10, 12, 15 pack of paper towels, right? Just spend the money on it right now so it'll last you longer, and it'll definitely help you out in the long run. But again, these things that I'm speaking about and these strategies and these ways, the average person cannot think to do this if they're so used to doing things and operating in the right now and worrying about right now. Because if you're a person with scarcity mindset, you operate on a poverty mindset. You don't really do anything out of the ordinary. Um, and then you're barely able to make ends meet. You're not gonna be in the store like, oh, I'll get this to last me a while. You're gonna be like, look, I got 30, 40, $50. I gotta get what I need right now. I ain't worrying about that other stuff. But when you think about it, it hurts you in the long run, because buying the small gain, now you got to go back because you didn't ran out. And when you go back to the store, it's just a psychology thing of now you're picking up and purchasing all these other things that you didn't need. And you say that you don't have money, but yet you back in the store getting these things. So I thought you didn't have money, right? It's a psychology game, guys. It's a psychology game. And I wasn't really good at learning it and playing it. Years ago, I had to learn myself as well. So this is the reason that I love to teach women in business how to dominate and transform and master mindset and money, because it's very, very important. The way you think, the way you move, what controls you, what you let your emotions, what your emotions take control over, is going to make a huge difference on how you mentally operate. Right? It's going to make a huge difference. So drop in the comments and let me know if this was good for you today. Let me know how you feel about this information I shared today. Give me some feedback and let me know. I broke a lot of things down for y'all, and I hope that you're using your pen and paper, writing your budgets down, and staying on top of your game. Okay? So I'll drop the link for y'all. Those of you who need the Mindset and Money Planner, trust me, this thing will get you right. You get your whole life. I don't know if y'all follow me on Instagram or my personal Facebook page, but I have so many hundreds of women purchasing these books and that I've worked with, and they're the most amazing thing ever. I think the only people that's probably missing out on it is you guys here in the community if you don't have one. So drop some comments and let me know if this information has helped you out tonight. And then don't forget our $7 a month mini membership is for those of you who want mindset and money courses and have access to our platform where you can work and learn some things on your own, right? Very high value. We'll talk about it. But for now, I hope you guys have an amazing evening. I'm your girl, Finance Muslima. Don't forget my motto: we don't chase money, we focus on impact. And I will see you guys next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great night.